Hello, welcome to MHDLive. My name is Stacey Broughton. I'm going to give you a little bit of information on my background and where I come from and how I got into hairdressing. I was helping my brother out in a salon in Leeds, probably around about 1974, which is a long time ago. And there was a lady there called Angela, and she recommended me to go to Vidal Sassoon's in Leeds. Well, I knew nothing about fashion, I knew nothing about hair or who this person Vidal was. I walked into the salon and asked to speak to the manager, which was Nigel Boswell, and he interviewed me there and then, and I started work there 2 weeks later. When I was training in Sassoon's, I had various people looking after me. There was Jill Daly, she was great and very supportive of me, and she became the manager of that salon. There's a guy called John Bagnall, was one of the key people in educating me, and Russell Eaton, plus various other people. From there I did a final test, and that was in London, and that was done by Darryl Benson. Then I became a stylist. I was desperate to get into education, but at that time I needed experience, because the experience is what you pass on to others. But I started travelling not long after being a stylist, and my first trips were to Italy. And a guy called H. Peters, who was the art director in London, he looked after me on a lot of these trips. And from there, I travelled to the rest of the world. So they were training me to take part in a very big event in Japan and to judge a competition, and also to show Vidal Sassoon techniques and trends and fashion. And one of the guys that was with me was Christian Gardner, who's an amazing, extraordinary colourist. And from this, I grew in Sassoon's. I became an art director. I worked with Tim. Tim was in the barbershop at that time when I was training. He became art director of the salon. I became his assistant art director. And gradually Tim went to London. I stayed in Leeds, became an art director there. And then eventually I needed to branch out and spread my wings, and I left Sassoon's. I went to live in Hong Kong. It was a place I'd always wanted to go. So I spent, 3 or 4 years out that side of the world, and I was with a girl called Jules Chan. She was my partner. We were together for many years. And we set up a school there. We had a great time in Hong Kong and in Asia, educating people and experience the culture and the lifestyle. So I came back from Asia and rejoined Vidal Sassoon's, and that was in London this time, so I was permanently in London. And I was in the salon, and gradually I got addicted to the whole thing about education and wanted just to be in education all the time. But I became a very busy stylist, then got promoted to be art director again, and then senior art director. So it was very difficult to get out of the salon because I was so busy.